Hello, I'd like to welcome one and welcome all back to Rimworld, where we're going to take a look at some other important fragments, namely trading. We've already looked at research, but I've got a little tip on that for the moment. We're also going to look at defenses, which are pretty important, and well, we don't have a lot of right now, but I think the mortars would probably be a good idea to research next. So first things first about research, which I probably should share. If you swap research, you keep whatever you did on another project. So don't worry, you can swap whenever you want or whenever it's necessary for you to make it all out a-okay. They're nice and busy. These take so long to grow. It took a week or so. It's always a bit in the way. Now what am I researching right now? Geothermal power. Ah yeah, so I could get ourselves a good buffer. Ain't nothing like a good buffer. How much metal do we have? Enough to build that. Probably pick that one. Let's put everyone on the hyperspeed. What do we want next? The mortars. Because I want to show you what mortars do. Power, geothermal reactor. Click this over here. Boop, boop. Then we mark up some stuff for mining. So, when you set up... Well, let's actually check. Is there anyone in... No, there's no one in this guy. Just making sure. So what you can do base is not very big. You can't build a lot, which kind of sucks, but it's part of the business. Your first priority will probably be to block off where you don't want people to be. I've got marble and slate. I don't know which is better. Let's have a quick look. Marble is that. I think slate's slightly tougher. So we're just going to build a tiny slate wall. Just enough for that. Because enemies will not break walls. They'll typically try to find the quickest route to wherever, basically. They'll often just go after you. Ooh, we've got a cluster of cargo pods. With some silver. That's easy enough to pick up. Since you can stack it up to 500, it just takes one person to take it all up here. You just go haul that. Pick it all up. Look at that. All in one go. That's a nice haul. Now, this game has an interesting way of calculating damage, or accuracy to be precise, via what's called the... How to put it? Let's put it over here. It's called the cover system. Okay, I can't force them to aim at something. They will go out of cover like this, and it increases or decreases how easy they are to hit. And it's kind of important to keep track of that. And one of the best ways to be covered is to stand next to a wall with a sandbag in front of it. You'll notice that enemies will often try to hide behind trees or pieces of debris like slag chunks or rock chunks or just walls in general. This is important to keep in mind because if you set up a defensive perimeter, giving your enemy a lot of cover is typically a bad idea. Which is why a lot of kill boxes are designed not to have that. Oh, we've got a trader. Who is our good man for the trading? Don't we have like 4 people? Yeah, we do. Character, not good with social, not good with social, not alright with social. Okay. We'll let him do his business, and then we'll send him off. Trading is instantaneous, so you really don't have to keep someone on that job for too long. You can just send them over to do their business. We can have a look. This is a trade interface. This is price, and that's it. This is the amount they have available. Traders do have a maximum amount of money they have, and you drag to trade. And click on the eye to see what it is. You can buy a kidney. So if you want to trade it, you click it, and you drag it. And then at the top, you'll see how much it will cost you and how the transaction will go. Now, if I had items to sell, I could show you some more, but I can't. If this price is green, you're selling cheap. If it is red, you're selling it for a hefty profit. You will likely not sell items over the normal price, aka the white price, as you can see in the tooltip. But if you can get them up to light green, I think it's light green, that's not too cheap. Just try to look at prices every once in a while on things that you like to manufacture and sell so that you can get the good stuff. These are sculptures, by the way. Depending on their quality, they'll have different kinds of beauty to them. Limestone. Notice that the granite sculpture is it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We've got a plasteel worth... Ooh, it's a shoddy one, so it doesn't look too good. These are trainers. They will give you experience. I don't know how much experience one of these gives you. Yeah, Persona Core is mostly used for ship parts, but these are not too worth it unless you recently acquired someone. As you can see here, Devil Strand gives a lot of extra defense to something. That's some really good material. Yeah, we got a Muffalo cowboy hat. We can buy that. Social impact's pretty nice. A Doomsday rocket launcher is interesting. If I remember, this thing is actually literally 100% accurate in that it will pretty much always hit, but it explodes violently. It is a great way to make someone go away, but it only fires once, and it's really expensive. So it is the best solution for a short-term problem. Wouldn't recommend it, though. So what we need right now actually is stone cutting, because I need to get my stone turned into blocks so I can build a wall and build a kill box. And I think I won't bother you too much with that. Once I get a kill box or something that deserves protection, we'll talk about it. But until then, I think it might actually not be a terrible idea to set up at least a basic sort of protection over here. So there's at least something in the way in case I have to fight off, because it's not unlikely they'll come from here. I might seal this off for the most part and build my wall around that. Now I want that in there, so I'm going over here and then over here. Yep, see you when that's done. Was doing so well, got my stonecutters busy, and then some pirates attacked. Now, there's several ways in which pirates can appear. They can drop into your base, they can appear at the edge of the map, and that's it. They can attack immediately, they can be preparing for a while, or they can be setting up a siege. If they appear by drop pod, they'll leave behind some slag, and they'll just be in your base, or they'll be where they are. If they attack from the edge and they set up a siege, they'll set up some sandbags, some mortars, and they'll fire at you, and it will hurt, and you want to take them out, preferably with long-range weapons. If they're preparing, you can attack them before they're ready. You can get that first shot off, and you can set yourself up properly without too much worry. If they attack immediately, essentially they'll be going straight for you. Okay, let's see. We got a cloth t-shirt and pistol. Shouldn't be... Igniting wooden wall. That is an amazing strategy. Let's get everyone lined up to go. Is anyone here with a melee? You should probably go around the corner. It takes a couple of seconds for him to show up, but we'll get to see in a moment. Melee attacking wooden stole. Give him a good whack. Ugh! Cut his eye open. Yeah! Straighten the nuzzle. Once you have someone that's dead, just strip him. Get everyone off duty, and get back to work. You have a ouchie, don't you? Ooh! Wow, her right thumb got torn off. Yeah, that's going to put a big kick in the groin when it comes to manipulating stuff, not having a right thumb. Is she right-handed? That would be awful. Who here is the designated doctor? She's got 5 medicine, 11 medicine. Lindsay, you need to get her healed up and ready to go. We can't have someone that's, like, just torn to shreds. Can we pick up her thumb? Can we amputate this man's thumb? We can remove his right leg, because it is a peg leg. Which is... He's not in pain because he's dead. He got cut up bad. Who? Oh, she mostly got beat up. How did someone tear off her right thumb in combat like that, is my question. Anyway, we have some stone. We can start setting up the kill box. Structure, slate wall, I guess. Yeah, I figured we couldn't go that far. Who's suffering? Who's suffering? What's their problem? Is she just hungry? This will happen a lot as the people are like, oh, I'm so bothered by life. Just get out of the sun. Get out of the sun if it's too hot for you, okay? What's your clothes like? What is your temperature? Oh, she really doesn't like the heat. She'll be fine once the weather cools down a bit. She's witnessed a stranger's death. We need to set up a grave real quick. We'll build a nice grave right in front of our house. Lindsay, how about you go build the grave? How about you go build the grave? And there you go and haul that corpse away. Alright. Then you go take the corpse away. Boop. There. Now everyone could get busy, do their thing, building me a nice slate wall to keep everyone I don't like out. Now, usually they won't go for the walls. They'll usually go for your more valuable materials and things. Not to mention, these walls are non-flammable, so that you don't have to concern yourself with too much damage. Now, you might have noticed the turret, and you might have said, ooh, turrets, those must be awesome. They're terrible. They're weak, they explode when damaged, and they only shoot 3 shots. They're not particularly dangerous. They're actually pretty difficult to get a lot out of them. I wish we had taken him hostage. Also can't amputate body parts as much as you... Oh, look at that. Slave traders will ask you the big buku bucks for your medical supplements. I hope that my herbal medicine grows into shape soon enough. Summer has begun. We need those cowboy hats really fast. Cowboy hats. We need about 4 of them. Or else everyone's going to complain about how hot it is. We'll just set up a couple of hunts orders. And we'll wait for some more stone to be chopped. Cut. Oh, dear me, alpha beavers. Now, there's a good side to this and a bad side. They are dendrivorous, which means they eat trees, and they eat trees at the speed of sound. They are incredibly heat resistant and cold resistant, and they will move. However, despite being incredibly annoying and probably going to starve you of wood, that's a lot of meat. Like a lot of meat. Just a whole bunch of meat. Everyone gets to hunt this time. Because it is that important. Although loser probably shouldn't. Loser should probably be focused on other business. Like mining to expand my very, very precious space. Everyone get out there and hunt. If those things get too far, we're dead. Ah, yes. Alpha beavers. Doing wow, Jeff, he landed 1 shot and the thing was like... Gingivitis. It also gives us a whole bunch of leather to work with, which is nice because it means we can make our stuff. Everyone's got cowboy hats. Very valuable. Now they can resist the hot temperatures of June. Can't believe they're so impressed by June. Oh, there's the sun. Now everything's going to be just smoldering until we get those... dusters, and even dusters only give it a little bit. Just look at how quickly they've managed to exterminate most of the wood in that area. I don't get why with hunting they always take this distance. Is it to stop them from... Like, why is this thing so aggressive on getting this done? Like, he is just falling apart. Here's a fun fact, by the way, is... Turtles... Oh, no, they don't. I remember turtles having an extremely high eat percentage. Like, they had enhanced, and they had like 1,000,000,000%. Oh yeah, if it's killed via collateral damage, any hunted... you have to hunt kill it, or it doesn't count for some reason. More stuff? What is this? Oh, it's slate block, marble blocks. Well, whatever, I need blocks. So we'll see if this resolves peacefully. Are there any more? No, there is... Yeah, you rough them up. Ah, yeah. Starl's got the... Ugh, corpse. Ugh, corpse. What the hell's with all these corpses? Did someone hunt with a rocket launcher and just kill hundreds of things at once? That's just bonkers. Look at all of that meat. There is just meat coming out of my pores. So much meat. Meat. Meat there, meat there. We probably want to move this all into the fridge as quickly as possible because this stuff will probably go a bit bonkers if we don't. I can sit there for a moment. Indoor stays surprisingly cool, and as you can see, our barricades are almost finished-ish. Emphasis on the ish. It's not going as fast as I had hoped, but sure, whatever. But now I can probably turn these... I actually still... I'm going to keep those on for now. Yeah, everything's getting a haul to where it needs to be. Everyone has construction jobs. Good, 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 good. I'm probably going to have someone prioritize that. We also have mortars, which I probably should build one of. So mortars, there are 3 kinds you can build mortar-wise. You can build the incendiary, which basically makes fire happen. Steel mortars just shoot explosive. Fire and explosive prop... Oh, it's just a thunderstorm. Who's on the wreckage? Oh, slate block. Granite blocks. Oh, just sell those. EMP is mostly good against machines. If you're not facing machines or have a high enough AI level that they will, don't do this. Now, a thing about mortars, if I remember, they have a minimal range, which is something it doesn't tell you about when you decide to put some up. Oh, wow. Hauling needs to be done some more. Look at all this material we have to make our dusters out of and more. Do. So we should get back to cooking. Well, we have a mortar and an electrical conduit that just blew up, and I remember that I probably never replaced the other one that blew up. Which is why I have multiple lines sometimes. So yeah, oh man, this is probably going to be a problem I'll have to fix eventually, since now I have one steam geyser I can't use because of my stupid construction. As you can see, it's very not currently force attacking. Well then, how about... Okay, we can't force attack without a target. Can't force attack Lindsay either. Yeah, so with this, effectively, they come through here. They have to line up into a nice bunch, which is mostly for when you want to use incendiaries. Since this thing doesn't burn, you can just use incendiaries and set them alight. Recommend having wooden floors for extra combustibility up to a certain point. Otherwise, this is a very solid defense. Dudes can hide behind the walls, and if they have to, they can move to the sandbags. They can get a good sight, and they can go pew pew. Having the cover, of course, and the element of units, numbers. Although this will obstruct their vision a bit, so you might... something you might want to do is build an extra row of this stuff, so that you can move them onto these. I don't know how that works, though, how cover calculates in that situation. But it's never a bad idea to have a little bit extra. Can we just mount someone into the turret? Set forced attack. So this we can't attack in, because it has a minimum range that I talked about, remember? So, who's gonna... Okay, man mortar. That is horrifically inaccurate, and also not very dangerous. Jay. You go back to your business. But as you can see, our colony is thriving, and I think it's time we get to hydroponics, because we want to move our stuff indoors. It's July, yes, but indoor hydroponics has the benefit of being easy, quick, swift, smooth, and very fertile land means lots and lots of food. Look at that. Still have alpha beaver meat lying around, and we have our first duster for the first man to wear. Who is the lucky person to wear it? Possibly the person who's using the knife. Oh. Dude isn't using a gun? What happened to you? You're a melee character, but we'll get there. You probably have... Yeah, trigger happy. Loser, loser, loser. You are on prime hunting duty, because you need some training. So yeah, that's some basic defense. This actually works a bit better if I extend it here and make it sort of a U-shape. If you attack them from all sides, that's the best idea. But I don't have a lot of space, and I figured a nice basic one should work best. Though I see a lot of room for improvement, like moving the walls around a bit, getting that U-shape set up. But these 4 turrets can cause a lot of havoc to anything that's stupid enough to walk in here. In fact, I wish something would just move in here and I could shoot it and go pew pew pew. Why can't I... Oh, man. I remember that you could set turrets to force attack animals. Did she just shoot one of my walls? You're gonna need that skill, lady. Gonna need that skill. She shoots a lot faster than she should, but whatever. So yeah, we are progressing, slowly becoming better, and we're starting to get to that point where it might be time to change up our settings a bit. Go for a different storyteller, perhaps? Oh, that's a thing you could just do. You could just say, go with that. The reason I have that on, by the way, is because of another playthrough I was messing around with. Do we have anything we really sell to a person like that? Gear. Everyone's wearing shirts. Everyone's got shirts. Beaver skin. I have a whole bunch of beaver skin. Like I said, it's one of those things you get a lot of when it happens. Ah, finally we're cleaning up. Neat. It's always a good sign. I'll put some wooden floors in here. Pretty the place up a bit. Zoop. Oh, you're not going to build it? You're going to construct instead? Good. Fine, whatever. See if I care. Exotic goods trader. Let's go have a look at some of these traders before we leave it off at that. Okay, Jeff. Start with the exotic goods. We have... Oh, we can sell our shirt and get a bit of money. Prosthetic arms. Armored vest. Might not be a terrible investment. Yeah, help you taking a couple of bullets against the chest and the neck. You don't want someone's head to fall off. Plasteel military helmet. Wow, that will stop a good hit. That will stop a really good hit. Psychic sensitivity goes down too. Move speed goes down a bit. Yeah, that's with a lot of armors, is you'll notice that move speed goes down. This also counts for dusters. Dusters and I think talks also imply movement negatives. Okay, these are interesting. Something that I really get out of the way really split. These things, I don't think you can heal. I think you have to repair them. I don't know if it works differently. I haven't had enough experience with prosthetics yet. Power claws are basically melee damage becomes insane, but you notice it has a little less efficiency. But bionics tend to be slightly better, and that might be worth the price. They're also, I think, more durable than regular arms. Jeff, I need to see your health. You can't tell me what your arm is like, but you do lack a nose. Let's see if they sell a nose. Well, they sell legs, but no noses. Let's see the combat trainer real quick. I got power armor and helmet, which just makes people very resistant to head damage. Better than helmets. I got an incendiary. Oh, and a Pila. If I remember, Pilas have this... Yeah. Very dangerous. One square hit will get someone down to the ground. And you can make them. And the incendiary launcher, which is actually pretty good considering this kill box. You just go... And then... It's almost fireproof, too. So if anyone wants to come in, they have to come in on my terms, which involves a whole bunch of turrets. Next update's going to change that, by the way. It can no longer turn things on and off lickety-split. I never knew you could turn off... Yeah, we need to chop some trees. But next time, we'll get to that. For now, I hope you all enjoyed the video and you learned a couple of things about how to make sure that your defense is solid and how to fancy up that base and get yourself set up against a couple of things. Now we have a perimeter wall. There really isn't much they can do but go on my terms, which is 2 people enter, 1 leaves. Because the biggest problem in most combat scenarios is that your turrets have to aim at a lot, and they work best short range, and this forces them into a short range encounter, since my men will just be standing there and just having a wonderful time. Some outposts will put debris here, as I said, to slow them down without giving them too much cover. Might not be a bad idea, because it gives the turrets a couple of more moments to respawn and get that first flurry off. A lot of enemies will also retreat once enough have been killed, so this is mostly just to get the front guard to fuck off, and the rest is to get the message. And with a mortar like this, we can attack them before they even arrive and just say, hey, I'm here, I exist, I'm gonna bomb you now. Now get out of my property. See you guys next time!